Right now, say I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he's April. That's right. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass for the same day that James Tony came and signed the contract.
Wow.
So I'm talking to Bobo on the phone like this. Look, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean.
Example of what I'm talking about.
Yo. Yo. What it do? Tapping in with y'all just for a few minutes, man. We're gonna talk about a few things, that went on yesterday and things like that there. And then tomorrow we'll go through a whole NFL recap. We're going through a whole NFL recap tomorrow on Instagram Live, probably around 9:30. You know what I mean? And then Wednesday, all boxing. Got to break down the whole everything that went on through the boxing weekend, the Benavidez fight, Devin Haney. We're gonna get into all of that. You know what I mean? But real quick, shout out to Devin Haney, shout out to David Benavidez, Abdullah Mason, and all that got busy. But let's get down to the get down, man. Philadelphia is in gridlock right now. Talk to me. Can y'all hear me out there? Right now, Philadelphia is in turmoil. They upset out there. Gilly out there having crash outs and all that, man. It's just one game, y'all. It's just one game. But it was, I got to look and say, hold on. I'm going to toot my own because I predicted this at the beginning of the year. I told everybody we was going to beat Philadelphia when they came to Dallas. I said it 2 weeks ago. They bombed on me on Instagram Live. It's here. We beat them. You know what I mean? And what a comeback. I ain't going to lie. We did everything possible to lose that game. And it felt great to I ain't going to lie. Even when CD dropped that touchdown, I said, man, we about to blow this game. Then the man missed the field goal. I said, man, we about to blow this game. Old Dakota, third firm, and man, George Pickens is a star. And CD, you my guy, but I think CD, I think it's gonna be a lot of rumblings out there. You gotta fight for your spot. Because right now the crown, everybody want to give it to George. So you might want to step your giz aim up now. Because I mean you are who you are, but that drop was diabolical. But nonetheless, an amazing 21-point comeback victory over the Super Bowl champions, setting the tone for a great Turkey Day matchup between the Cowboys and Kansas City, and we'll get to that in a minute. Also, Shador Sanders went out there in his first start against the Oakland Raiders, and he got it done. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shador. Shout out to all the people that didn't give up and just stayed with him. And he went out there and he made it do what it do. Showing his escapability. I didn't realize he had that strong of an arm, but he got an arm and a half. Like I said, tomorrow we'll go through the whole gauntlet of the NFL slate from yesterday and tonight's game as well. We'll go through the whole gauntlet and all that on Instagram Live around 9:30-ish tomorrow. And then, like I said, Wednesday around 9:30-ish live right here, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We will break down the entire, what happened last weekend, everything that's going on with boxing is all Boxing Day. We're gonna go through all of the gauntlets and what's going on. I got a lot to get to. Been going through a lot, man. It took a lot to get back up here, but like I said, man, on Wednesday, like I said, all boxing. Tomorrow we'll do the NFL and all sports on IG Live at 9:30, and then, like I said, Wednesday is all boxing, and we're gonna really get into it. Everything that's been going on in boxing, everything that took place last weekend, we're gonna break down the fights. We're gonna get into it. But right now, How about them, y'all? You know what I mean? I know we only 5-5-1, and the Eagles still 8-3. I know all that. I know all that. I know that. But still, it feel good. It feel good. It feel good. It feel good. See if I can bring this in here for a second there. Shout out to my baby Maddie. She had a couple blocks yesterday, did her thing yesterday. Oh, that's crazy. I'm going to get that down there. They're going to do me like that, muted in certain countries. All right. Yeah, because I posted that joint on my IG live and on my pages. But, my guy singing that, that I'm still them boys. And they got it went viral yesterday. So shout out to all those that, shout out for all those that are still supporting, come through, man. We appreciate you. Like I said, we got a ton of content coming your way. I will be back out there soon doing covering the NBA games for the Wizards and things like that. But, had a lot of things going on the back channel. But we're going to come through, you know what I mean? And hopefully, for those that don't know, Gary Antoine was supposed to be on the original Jake Paul card that got canceled, and then they came out with the new card, but it doesn't look like he's going to be on that card. But we will keep you posted on, when he's going to be back in the ring, because we need that to happen soon. But talk to me, y'all. Talk to me about that. I'm looking for a few people now. I'm looking for Coach Sean. I'm looking for Plead the Fifth. I'm looking for my man. I can't think of it. I'm gonna think of you. Delante. I'm looking for y'all. All your Commander fans. I know y'all was ready to pounce yesterday, but you got to hold off now. Dakota Rain Prescott. I will admit I was one of his biggest critics, still is, but I was one of Dak's biggest critics. But this particular year, he's been balling. He's had a couple bad games, but he's been balling. But one thing I keep telling everybody that stand firm or whatever, he gets busy against his NFC East teams, especially at home. The man has not lost a home game against a divisional rival in 8 years. He is a 22-2 record against the NFC East in Dallas. That is outstanding. I don't know if you know it or not, but that's outstanding. Undefeated against Jalen Hurts in Dallas. Never lost to anything that wears a Commander jersey in Dallas. Never lost. And the last time that he lost was the Eagles game in 2017. So, man, that's quite impressive, my guy. That's quite impressive. So, basically, if y'all want to come to Dallas and win the game, y'all need Dak Prescott to not be there. That's for the NFC East. If y'all want to win a game in Jerry's world, you need Dak Prescott not to be there. Because he do what he got to do to y'all. Undefeated in 8 years. Home with Dakota Rain Prescott, 22-2. That's outstanding. Man, he stood firm yesterday. Still firm. Now, do I think that changed our playoff hopes? Possibly. Now with Kansas City falling apart and Detroit look a little vulnerable. So if the Cowboys can steal one of these next 2 games versus Detroit or Kansas City looks very winnable. And then you talk about Detroit. Like I said, they went life or death with the Giants yesterday. Jameis Winston was going up and down the field like it was nothing. So I mean, like I said, Cowboys can steal one of them 2. If they win both of them, Cowboys might lay around and lay up and get them in the playoffs. Now we ain't talking crazy. Not no Super Bowl contender, nothing like that. I'm not saying that, but it would be nice to still a way to get into the playoffs. And it's possible. You know what I mean? In another news, like I said, Shaduer started his first game with the Cleveland Browns yesterday. Looked good, made some plays, showing how he can get out the pocket, threw that one bomb he threw after he escaped out the pocket and then looked like he threw it for like almost 60 yards. Man, that I ain't gonna lie, that will show some athletic ability. Like I said, it's only one game. But it's finally good to see the man get a chance to play. You know, he finally got a chance to get on the field. The Browns got their first win since October 19th. You know what I mean? So, yay. You know, 11 to 20, 209 yards. Okay. Okay. One touchdown pass. That's what's up. Quinshawn Judkins, 2 rookies. So, hey, man, look, let him grow, let him build, let him continue to do what he do, and we might see something out there, man. Let the man, but at least let him get some tape out there to see if, you know, maybe somebody else want. If because it don't look like, I'm gonna be honest, it don't look like Cleveland know what they're doing with him, but finally he's on the field. Finally, he's on the field. And he got the W. Looking good. Looking good. The Bears are 8-3. We're gonna get in that tomorrow. The Bears are 8-3. The Patriots are 9-2. That was not on my bingo card. So you know, we got some stuff. We got some games coming up. Man. The season about to tighten up though, man. But about one more time, how about them boys? Shout out to Dakota Rain Prescott. You know what I mean? For continuing his dominance at home versus the NFC East. And that's just, you know, that's what it is, man. Shout out to Dakota Rain Prescott. He's a grown man. But we're not going to, like I said, I wasn't going to be before y'all long. I just wanted to get on here, chat with y'all for a few minutes, talk about them boys, talk about Shaduer, and let you know, like tomorrow, we go through the whole NFL slate and everything. The Bears. You know what? Y'all look good. Bears look good. The Bears look good. 8-3. 8-3 out there. So yeah, y'all doing that, man. Y'all doing that. I like this. I'm happy for Caleb. You know, after the year he had last year. Happy for him. You know, happy that he out there balling out. You know, so we'll see. This year's the year of a lot of surprises. Like I said, I definitely didn't have that on my bingo card. Didn't have the Colts being up there. I didn't have the Patriots being up there. So yeah, man. And y'all keep Pickens. We ain't got no other choice. We ain't got no other choice. He looking like he want to see these spot. If he don't already have it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Pickens is he's a little star. I don't know what was going on in Pittsburgh, but thank y'all. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the biggest move of this year, other than the George Pickens pickup, Quentin Williams. I screamed for years. Please, Jerry, stop getting them little teeny D tackles. Where are you at? You just come out the closet. What do you mean where I'm at? And I ain't come out no closet. You know what? I'm gonna let that go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let that go. But like I said, tomorrow we'll go through all the NFL breakdown, everything, the whole week, everything. Live on IG Live at 9:30. But then Wednesday morning will be right here in the dungeon, and we're gonna go through all boxing. We're gonna break down the whole boxing weekend, everything that took place in Saudi Arabia, what's next, what's going on, what's popping, the Jake Paul card. We're gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? But as for now, we're gonna go ahead and slide on about here. But how about them boys? Today, on every sports show, I guarantee if I turn on any sports show right now, the first thing on that television is them boys. You know what I mean? So y'all be good. Oh, what I'm doing. If you have not done so, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports Show. Let's Talk Sports, y'all. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, we're going to be on IG Live tomorrow. IG Live, we'll be at, about 9:30. We'll go through all of that. My co-host, who's right now, Brandon Sinar, who's currently, he's going to do the sports. Check out the Red Grant in the Morning Show. He's going to be on there live today. He's on there live every week. He's going to do the sports section. He's going to do the sports section on the Red Grant Show this morning live on IG and YouTube. So he'll be doing that right now. My partner, Brandon, my co-host, Brandon Stannard, will be doing that. That's what I'm about to go to now to tap into the Red Grant in the Morning Show. But like I said, tomorrow we on IG Live at 9:30, and Wednesday we be right back here. Boxing the DC, boxing the podcast is all us. We here Wednesday.